Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, my fellow Chibits. Once again, I'm going to be continue doing these holiday videos, and this time, I want to be talking about my top 5 hidden gems of anime 2015. Here's the thing, I've already done my top 5 favorite anime, but there's one thing I forgot to do. I forgot to mention the series that don't get the recognition that they honestly deserve. Some that fade away into the shadows and not many really know about or don't really pay much attention to because there's not a lot of talk about it, and so they don't really decide to watch it because, well, it must not be that good if no one's really chatting it up. And that's one of the main reasons why some of these series I want to be mentioning in this video wasn't in actually my top 5, because I wanted to have more prime focus of these certain series in this video for more people might, give them a chance, see if they like the said series. Now, to start off, number 5 on this list is Akagami, or Snow White with the Red Hair. It is a romance series that aired earlier this year, and there is going to be a season 2 coming out next year. Now, it had very average popularity, and honestly, it was not that popular from what I could see when I was doing my reviews, and so I felt like it was worthy to note that it should be a part of this list, because, I mean, mainly a lot of romance series from this year were kind of overshadowed by Ore Monogatari, and when you think about it like that, it's kind of sad how some of these little series kind of fell under the radar, and Akagami, or Snow White with the Red Hair, is definitely a series I recommend if you are a romance fan and you're itching for something, just to enjoy your time with and have fun just seeing a cute couple. Now, besides that, however, moving on to number 4 of this list, we have Punchline. This series is very underrated. Like, it's kind of sad how underrated Punchline is, because many people dropped this series around, like, the first 3 to 4 episodes because it was rather slow and it didn't seem like it had any idea where it was going at the beginning of the series, which caused it to where many dropped the series. Now, here's the thing. Punchline, I have to admit, starts off very generic. It starts off generic to where you don't really want to continue watching it. But when you get to that point around episode 6 and onward, the series becomes fantastic. It is a very good series that I feel like deserves a lot more recognition from this year of anime, and I think many should give it a little bit more of a chance than what they gave it earlier on in this year, because many decided to drop it around episode 3 to 4 and never picked it up again. So, I mean, if you want to watch something very different or something that was unexpectedly good, I recommend Punchline. It's by Studio Mappa, and it's also has to do with stuff with spirits and time travel and stuff, so you have to see for yourself how that goes, but I'm not going to really dive any more because of spoiler reasons. Number 3 is Jun Ketsu no Maria. Maria is a series about a witch that is in the days of the witch hunting. This series is kind of underrated to the extreme. It's sad how underrated this series is because it had a very good plot, good meaning, good characters, and tried to be a little bit different than normal anime from this year, and overall the setting was very different as well. It had some romance with it, and as you all know by now, I'm a big sucker for romance series, and I mean, if you're looking for something that has to do with witches, has to do something with like medieval times, and also has something to do with like a good, deep meaning behind some of the things that go on throughout the series, you might enjoy Jun Ketsu no Maria. It's a short series, and it was quite an enjoyable ride. It's definitely not one of the best of the year, but it's definitely very, very enjoyable. So go give it a shot for yourself if you're interested in those type of series. Number 2 is Yuri Kuma. It's almost a crime with how underrated this series is. Yuri Kuma is very misunderstood. It's a misunderstood series with so much symbolism you feel like it's farting out symbolism. And I mean, that is a good thing or a bad thing. It really depends on your viewpoint on the series. At first glance, it looks like a fan servicey Yuri anime, but that's on the surface. And deep inside of the series, there's a lot of things going on that tell a deeper part of the series, deeper meaning, and I'm not really going to spoil that because that ruins, once again, the surprise of the series. But the thing is, Yuri Kuma is a series that you can't really watch if you don't pay attention. If you walk into Yuri Kuma and expect it to be something that you could just turn your brain off to, I don't think you're really going to have a good time with the series, because it's a very difficult series probably to get into because of how much you have to pay attention to understand what the fuck is going on. I remember when I was watching the series and doing reviews of it, I had to watch it multiple times just to understand what was really going on with the series. I remember, like, watching episode 7 and having to go into back, like, maybe multiple episodes beforehand and watch those episodes just to get the full picture of what was going on in Yuri Kuma. That's the type of series it is. If you do have the time and you're wanting to dive into a deep series, but also has some Yuri side themes and stuff, you might like the series. So go give it a shot if you're interested in that type of stuff. And also, food for thought, if you are a big fan of Penguin Drum, it's also by the same writer of Penguin Drum. Just to throw that out there as well. So moving on to number 1 of my top 5 hidden gems of 2015, that would be The Perfect Insider. Definitely by far one of the best series of this season of anime, this current ongoing season of anime. It's kind of sad how underrated The Perfect Insider is, because it's, many times, our characters are just talking and sitting in one room the entire episode. And I know many that watch anime may not really find that pleasing, because many nowadays love watching anime to have so much going on, or have it to where there's a lot of action scenes, or different things like that, which is not a bad thing. I understand everybody has their own preference, but The Perfect Insider is a series based on conversation, dialogue, and figuring out what is going on. It's a mystery series, and I mean, if you're one of those type of people that love mystery anime, or manga, or any type of mystery, and you love being able to think about a situation to where you're trying to uncover who was the murderer, or who did this, how they do this, how they escaped this locked room mystery, or different things like that, this is definitely the series for you. And it's very intelligent. There's a lot of intelligent things going on in this series, and once again, it's another series that you can't really turn your mind off to if you want to understand the full picture of what is going on. Of course, if you get bored about, you know, our characters just talking and you want to see some action stuff, this might not be a series for you and you might want to skip past it. But if you are fine with that, I think you will enjoy it. So that is my top 5 hidden gems of 2015. That's kind of my recommendations for all of you if you're looking for a series and you've never heard of them. Go give them a shot. Now, tell me your top 5 hidden gems in the comments below from this year of anime. I'm curious to see, maybe there's a couple of things I missed myself, and maybe I have to watch them to see if they're good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.